My beloved ones, today I am going to talk about the essence of Krishna's life and his message. There are people who cannot sit silently, they cannot live without work, they have to do something or the other, otherwise, it will be impossible for them to survive. They are the working giants. They are working day and night. Every moment they need something to do. For people like that, the path is the path of action or karma yoga. You can make your work itself to be a path towards experiencing the ultimate by elimination of your ego. In fact, a karma yogi is one who adds meditation to the word of action. Krishna says, Karmaneva dhikaraste ma phale sukadachan ma karm phal hetur bhurma te sangasta karmani. This means action alone is thy concern, not its consequences. Let fruits of action not be your motive, nor let attachment be to inaction. The essence of Karma Yoga propounded by Krishna says that you have no right over the fruits of action. You can only have control over your actions. Therefore, he says, act. Focus all your attention, focus all your energy on action itself. When your total focus is on the action, the result is automatically bound to happen. But don't focus your attention on the fruits of the action. This is a very meaningful advice. If you focus your attention on the fruits of action, then your energy gets diverted. Then you fail to concentrate and put all your strength, all your energy, all your talent, all your skill into the action. The net result is you will not be able to receive the fruits of your action. Therefore, Krishna suggests not to be bothered at all by the fruits of the action. You have to drop all about the fruits of the action. You have to focus totally into the action itself, and the reason given by him is very sound, very clear. You don't have any control over the fruits, over the consequences. You have to take into cognizance about that aspect of our activity over which you have some control. Your actions are the only thing over which you have any control. So focus all your attention on the action without bothering about the consequences. The consequences will spontaneously come up to you, and whatever happens, be in a mode of total acceptance for the same. In this way, every desireless action, every action, while doing that act, if you don't have any expectation, that becomes a niskam karma yoga. That action itself becomes a yoga. You are not required to do anything else. While doing all the activities of your life without any expectation of the consequences, you will find that something extraordinary has started happening. You will find that you have started going closer and closer to your own authentic being, to your own real nature, to your true nature. A desireless action wherein you are not concerned with the fruits of the action will certainly lead you towards a greater freedom. Krishna says, such acts do not bind you. If your action is filled with desires, it will bind you and it will become a cause of your rebirth. A desireless action never binds you, it frees you. By desireless actions, you can attain total freedom, and you can free yourself from the bondage of birth and rebirth. By desireless, selfless action, you can attain self-realization, and you will stop accumulating karmas. You will become totally free from the bondage of karmas. In this way, we have seen that all the three yogas, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga, ultimately lead you towards the elimination of ego. And I want to tell you, as long as the ego remains, you cannot rejoice like a Krishna. You cannot experience the blissfulness and completeness of a Krishna. Your life cannot become a Leela or a play or a participant in the Maharas or the great dance of the universe. Ego is the only barrier between you and Krishna. The day your ego dissolves, you can allow Krishna to enter into your being. Thank you.